Okay, so here's a sort of basic lesson, or a lesson for a basic version of St. James Infirmary Blues. The song's in the key of A minor, and it's only got 3 or maybe 4 chords, I don't know. But it starts out like this. It's got 2 different stanzas that just repeat. So the first stanza is A minor, I went down,
That's a little too loud.
E, E, to St. James, and then back to A minor, Infirmary, and it stays there, I don't know, an extra bar or an extra phrase or whatever, and then it goes the second stanza to find, and then F, my baby, E, there, and then it kind of stays there again for another phrase or whatever, bar, I don't know. And then the second part, it goes, she was stretched out, A minor, on a cold E, white table, just A minor again, and then it goes, so F, so white, E, so cold, and then A minor, so fair. Stop it. Just eat your dinner, okay? It's not loud. And then you can kind of strum it with that pattern. I was down at St. James Infirmary to find my baby there. She was stretched out on a cold white table, so cold, so white, so fair. Now I'd like to say there's a couple things that I throw in to kind of spice it up a little bit. Occasionally on the first part when I say, I was down at St. James Infirmary, and then back to the A minor, to find my F, baby. Instead of going to the E, I go to a C real brief. There, and then to the E. I do that. And then for the second part, for a little bit of spice, I do on the, she was stretched out on a cold white table, I do the A, E, A, and then it's an A minor obviously. I do a A minor over G, so on the pinky finger up on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, I go, she was stretched out on a cold white table, G, and then my A minor, and then my F, to the E, to the A minor. Now if you've watched my other video of me actually playing it, I don't actually strum it. I do a picking thing like this. And I'll do my best to show you how that goes. It's just kind of a rhythm thing you gotta get. Let me put this here as best I can, and I'll show you it goes. Here's it starting on A minor. So what I'm doing is the bass and I'm using my 1st, 2nd, 3rd finger to strum, to pick the bottom 3 strings at the same time. So it's just kind of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Yeah, I don't really know how else to explain it, but I'll try to go as slow as I can to show you. Try to give me a good angle on my fingers here. And So that's pretty much the same rhythm that I'll use the whole way through on my finger picking version. And there's one other difference between my video that I was kind of just showing, singing the song a little bit, whatever, and me actually showing you now. I'll show you a little trick that I do. And what I do is, you've heard on the it was down to St. James Infirmary, and then I go to the A minor to find my, and then on the strumming I say F like this, baby there. What I do on the finger picking ones, I say is to find my, and I go to an F, which is my D. I just move it up a couple steps. So I take this D shape, you know, your regular D. I move it up a couple steps to right here on the 5th fret. And I don't know if that really is an F. To be honest with you, I really don't know if it qualifies as a real F. But that's what I use instead of the bar chord F. So I say, to find my baby there. So it goes A minor, F, C, E, like that. So it's the same chords. I've kind of just moved them to get a different voicing. And another thing I do when I do the finger picking version is, instead of using that A minor over G that I showed you, where I go, I do an A minor over C. And why? Because I saw someone else do it. I'm not like really that smart or anything, but I go, so cold, so fresh, so fair. So it's A minor over C, E, and then your A minor. There's the only two differences between my finger picking version and my strumming version. And again, it's the same chords, it's just slightly different voicings, but with that basic chord structure of A minor, E, A minor, and then A minor, F, E, and then A minor, E, A minor, and then F, E, A minor. You'll be able to come up with your own sort of phrasing. That's pretty much it. If someone can come up with an arpeggio version, and you know, and post their video as a video response, I'll plug their video in, because I'd like to see an arpeggio version done pretty well. So that's it. Hopefully this video was helpful and not too long-winded. Sorry, I'm talking to my daughter. It's like midnight and she just woke up and she needed to eat dinner because she didn't get it. It's a long story, so anyways, forgive that. And that's it. If you have any other questions, whatever, PM me. That's it.